Have you ever considered that the very person you believe yourself to be is a costume you forgot you were wearing? We spend our entire lives tending to the needs of the mind, like a frantic gardener trying to stop the tide with a rake. We wake up, and the first thing we do is check in with the narrator. How do I feel today? What is wrong? Who is to blame? What must I fix to finally be okay? This internal dialogue is so constant and so intimate that we naturally assume it is us. We take the mind to be the seat of our soul, but there is a hidden cost to this identification. If you take the mind to be you, then its suffering becomes your suffering. There is no distance, no breathing room. When the mind is anxious, you are anxious. When the mind is angry, you are angry. You are a leaf caught in a gale, believing that you are the wind itself. The mind, by its very nature, is easily disturbed. It is a sensitive instrument designed for a world of threats that no longer exist in the way they once did. Think about the power you have unknowingly surrendered. You have given the weather the power to ruin your mood. You have given a stranger on the road the power to ignite your rage. You have given the news cycle the power to drain your hope. You have even given your own past and your imagined future the power to torture you in the present moment. We live in a state of constant rejection. Anything we resist, anything we reject, anything we push away or label as a mistake becomes a source of disturbance. We are at war with reality because reality rarely aligns with the mind's rigid blueprints. We look at our fellow human beings and instead of seeing brothers and sisters in this strange existence, we see obstacles. We see sources of irritation. We believe that to end our suffering, we must somehow manage or eliminate the people around us. We try to kill off the source of our pain. Sometimes we do this physically in the madness of war, but more often we do it psychologically. We murder people in our minds. We shut them out. We judge them into non-existence. We create a mental graveyard of everyone who failed to make us happy. As Gandhi once suggested, if we follow the law of an eye for an eye, the whole world eventually goes blind. We are living in a world of blind people, bumping into each other and wondering why it hurts so much. The solution to this cycle does not lie in changing the world. It lies in changing the space from which you view the world. Imagine your consciousness as an energy field, a vast, silent context. When you are in a space of relaxation and calm, how you see life changes fundamentally. The problems that seemed insurmountable an hour ago suddenly look like ripples on a pond. Most people are walking through their lives in such a state of mental noise that they cannot hear the world. They do not hear the birds in the trees or the sound of their own breath because they are too busy. Busy thinking, busy planning, busy fixing, busy controlling. They are so focused on the destination that they have completely forgotten they are currently traveling. This is the power of meditation and the practice of presence. It is not about becoming a better person or reaching a state of bliss. It is about calming the storm just enough to realize that you are the ocean and not the waves. As the mind begins to settle, you start to experience the world as it actually is. You begin to notice the small, delightful details that were there all along. The way light hits a glass of water, the texture of the air on your skin, the sheer miracle of being aware at all. These things were invisible before, because you were trapped in a mental state. And the most dangerous thing about a mental state is that when you are in it, you usually do not know you are in it. When anger takes hold, it is a total takeover. You become the energy of the anger. You are no longer a person who loves their spouse or their child. In that moment, they are simply a threat to your ego. You enter an altered state of survival. Your brain shifts into a mode where the only goal is to inflict enough pain to stop the perceived suffering. It is a primitive program. It is a survival mechanism that has outlived its usefulness in a civilized world. We are using a sledgehammer to hang a picture frame. We are destroying our relationships and our peace of mind because we are being run by a program that thinks every ego bruise is a mortal wound. The mind is a comparing machine. It compares today to yesterday. It compares who you are to who you think you should be. It compares your life to the curated highlight reels of others. We are never enough because the program is designed to always look for what is missing. We think we want happiness, but what the mind actually wants is gratification. There is a vital difference between the two. Well-being is a state of being at peace with what is. Gratification is simply getting what you want. The mind is addicted to gratification because it provides a temporary sense of survival. But it is never lasting. There is nothing in the program of the mind designed for well-being. Let that sink in. The mind was built for survival. It was built to find the predator in the grass and the poison in the fruit. It was not built to sit in a garden and feel content. To the mind, survival trumps everything. It trumps love, it trumps joy, it trumps truth. We believe that if we can just get enough control over our environment, if we can get enough money, enough status, enough power, we will finally be safe. But you can be the most powerful person on the planet and still be utterly miserable. You can own the world and still be a slave to a restless thought. This is where the metaphor of the movie becomes essential. Life as we experience it through the mind is a game. It is a highly sophisticated simulation. In the game of life, we are taught that what does not exist is more important than what does. We pursue happiness, which implies we do not have it. We pursue success, which implies we are currently failures. We are always running toward a horizon that recedes as we approach it. In the truth, however, what exists is the only thing of importance. But we are hypnotized. We are conditioned from birth to see the world through the lens of lack. Our lives become a process of using our energy to get from where we are to some imagined better place, without ever noticing that the prize changes the moment we touch it. Think about going to the cinema. You sit in the dark and the lights go down. A pros appears on the screen. If the movie is good, you forget you are sitting in a chair. You forget you are eating popcorn. Your heart rate increases during the chase scene. You cry during the tragic ending. You are experiencing the movie as if it were real. Now imagine if you actually believed you were in the movie. Imagine if you didn't know there was a projector or a screen. You would be terrified. You would be trying to reach into the screen to save the hero or stop the villain. You would be exhausted and traumatized. This is exactly how most of us live our lives. We are in the movie of our own minds, and we have forgotten that we are the audience. We think the drama on the screen is a matter of life and death. When things go wrong in the movie, we suffer. And how do we try to solve that suffering? We try to change the movie. We try to rewrite the script or fire the other actors. But the source of the suffering isn't the plot of the movie. The source of the suffering is that you think it is real. The only way to truly solve the problem is to realize it is a movie. If you knew you were watching a film, the monsters wouldn't scare you. You might even enjoy the fear because you know you are safe in your seat. This is the shift the teachings are asking of us. Everything you take to be real, your identity, your problems, your failures, your very body, is a series of appearances on the screen of consciousness. You have been hypnotized into believing the play is the reality. We turn the lights down in the theater of our lives so we can get lost in the story. We identify with the emotions and the conflicts because they give us a sense of being someone. But that someone is just a character. When you practice meditation, you are essentially stepping out of the theater for a few brief moments. You are standing in the lobby where it is quiet. You can still hear the muffled sounds of the movie through the doors, but you are no longer caught in the images. These moments of stillness are moments of dehypnosis. They allow you to experience directly that the movie is not real. It is just light and shadow. It is just a program running on the hardware of your brain. Once you have had even a glimpse of this truth, you can never go back to being fully fooled. You might still get caught in the drama, you might still get angry or sad, but there is a part of you now that knows. There is a part of you that sees the projector. Even when the worst things happen in the movie, even when the character experiences loss or illness, you remain grounded in the context of the observer. You realize that you cannot suffer from something that isn't actually happening to you, the real you. Consider the most horrific movies ever made. We are attracted to them because they allow us to experience intense emotions without the actual consequences. We call this entertainment. What if your life could be viewed with that same detached fascination? What if the tragedies and the triumphs were all just part of a grand cinematic experience? The source of your suffering is not what is happening. It is your belief that what is happening shouldn't be happening. In a movie, you don't complain about the plot. You surrender to it. You allow the story to unfold. This realization solves everything in one fell swoop. Instead of trying to fix 1,000 different problems in your life, you solve the one problem that underlies them all. You wake up. When you wake up from a nightmare, the relief is instantaneous. You don't have to go back into the dream and fix the monster. You just see that there was no monster. It was an illusion created by your own mind. The mind will reject this. It will tell you that this is a dangerous way to think. It will tell you that if you don't take life seriously, you will be helpless. But the opposite is true. When you see through the illusion, you are finally powerful. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are no longer a slave to your emotions. You are free to play the character in the movie with more passion and less fear. Because you know the ending doesn't matter. The screen is never damaged by the fire in the movie. Death is the ultimate scene in the film. From inside the movie, it looks like the end of everything. It looks like a tragedy. But from the perspective of the observer, it is just the credits rolling. It is the light returning to the theater. You are not the body that dies. You are the awareness that witnessed the birth and the life and the death. You are the space in which the whole universe appears and disappears. We share a collective hypnosis. We verify our reality by looking at each other. We all agree that time is real and that this world is solid. But we are all just caught in the same trance. We have a consensus agreement on a dream. The teachings are a call to break that agreement. They are a reminder that your relationship to your mind is the only thing that determines the quality of your existence. Stop trying to control the circumstances in the movie. Stop trying to make the screen show only happy images. Instead, focus on the one who is watching. Train yourself to be aware of the movie without being consumed by it. Help the mind calm down, not so you can be a better character, but so you can see the projector more clearly. Train your mind to be consistent with what is real. And what is real is always here. It is always now. It is the silence beneath the noise. You are not helpless. You are the power that makes the movie possible. You are the consciousness that gives life to the images. When you finally stop fighting the story and start enjoying the show, you will find a peace that no plot twist can ever take away. You are the light. You are the screen. You are the silence. Everything else is just a flicker in the dark. Wake up and see that the movie has already ended and you are already home.